when you are ready to start your quarantine meme activity, what you want to do is to open your sketchbook app and take a look at all the tools that are available. On the left here are a bunch of tools, including pens, markers, pencils, and erasers. Another place to find tools is up here. If you click on the top area, there's a settings option and a library option. You can also find tools here. The eraser that you want to use will be in the legacy options. The hard eraser erases fully and cleanly, so I suggest using that to take out any unwanted parts of your image. And then you can also change the settings for the size or the amount erased, and examples of those things will be there as well. Along with settings here, on the left you see these two rectangle tabs. Those also will change either the size of your tool or the amount either drawn or erased, depending on what kind of tool you have. On the right hand side, you'll have an area with what are called layers. These are individual photos or layers that you want to put together to make your final meme. Along the top are different tools that you can use, and if you kind of slide your finger, you'll see there's a couple different items in there. Right up here, there's an icon that looks like mountains and a plus sign. That is your insert button, or your button to kind of pull in pictures. So if I click on that, it goes to my photos, and I can click on the artwork that I want. Since this was a really small one that I saved, I can only enlarge it so much. Depending on the size of your artwork, you might be able to make it fit the whole page. So if this is the case, I'll click done. I will move over here to this option, which is the transform button. I can click it, and this will allow me to stretch, nudge, flip, mirror, whatever I need to do. But I can also take two fingers and make my picture larger. Mine's a little pixelated because of where I found the source. That's okay. If you have a clearer picture, it does turn out better. So I'm going to click done. So you can see that I have a full picture here filling my workspace. If you take two fingers, you can make your workspace bigger or smaller depending on what you need to do. Then I want to bring in my smaller items to relate to the quarantine. I'll go back to my import button and I will find my option, which is a mask. Before I click done, I'm going to make it about the same size that I need, and I want this to be about the size of his face. I can always resize it. If anything is hanging off the edge of your picture, as soon as you click done, it will actually cut it off. So beware of that if you have something important. Don't let it hang off. There are still some options up here. You can kind of flip it, turn it, whatever you need to do, nudge it, but you can also do that later as well. I'll click done, and I'm ready to edit this a little bit. I only need one mask, and I don't want the white background. So what I want to do is have my eraser tool ready. Again, I'm on the hard eraser. My amount erased is at 100, and then I will come over here and I'll change up the size to a pretty large size to get rid of the big stuff first. You can use a stylus for this or just your finger. When I'm ready to go a little bit closer to the object, I'm going to go a little closer by zooming in, and I'll actually bring my size of my eraser down. That way I can get a little closer, a little cleaner, and not worry about erasing anything on my object. The rubric calls for neat, accurate erasing, so you want to take your time to do a really nice, neat job. Okay, so I would go smaller and smaller until I get all of that white out without accidentally erasing something. There is a back button that you can click to put a couple steps back in case you make a mistake. For right now, I'm going to bring up a picture that I've already done. Okay, so here is a mask that I've already done. I can take two fingers and make it larger, but if I do that, I can't actually make the mask larger. So what I need to do is come back to my transform tool, again, similar tools the whole time, and make it fit and move it around to whatever I want to do. You can see that I've taken the time to erase part of the string so that it looks like it's around his ear. Okay, I've also explored some of my other tools down here and the color option here to add a little piece of string down here that wasn't on the original mask, because if you know anything about Van Gogh, he cut off his ear, so wearing a mask wouldn't really work for him. One other thing you can do is you can take and click on the layer, which is right over here. I just do one click, and there's two options to change up the colors. So there's the HSL adjustment and the color balance. You can try any of those and kind of make this look a little bit more in tune with the color scheme that your photo is looking like. So I might pick more of like a greenish blue, something like that, to make it look like it matches a little bit better. If you have a black and white image, you can also change it by pulling out the color completely and making it black and white. So I could kind of take the saturation away. I could try making it lighter, making it darker, totally changing the color up here as well. So there's a lot of different options for you to change up the color to make it look like it fits. So at this point, I want to add in a couple words. I want to eventually put in some sort of words that relate to my meme. So along the top here, there is a T. This is your text option. Now, smaller words like uh-oh are fine, but if you end up putting a whole bunch of words, you can see how large it gets. You can have a long sentence here and kind of use 2 fingers to make it smaller. Or if I need to change it up, I'll go back here and I will actually go where I need a break in the words, click enter, and that will make it more of like a paragraph look. So that's one thing that's kind of tedious about this. I can click the A and change up my font. I can change the color with this little circle. Again, you want everything to kind of look like it works together here. Okay. I can always go back and kind of change up my letters before I click done. Okay, make it larger. Uh-oh, that's kind of hard to see once I've laid it there. So let me go back and make this a little orangier. Maybe match his hair a little bit. There we go. When I'm ready and I'm done, I'll click done. So my meme right now would be complete according to the rubric. I need to turn it in on Schoology, so I'm going to click this upper button here. I'm going to click share and then save the image, and that will go right into your photos. You can go from your photos on Schoology and turn it in from there. If you have any questions, please send me a message and I'm here to help. Enjoy creating.